Okay, we back, and it's time for Pillars of Eternity 2. Last time that we left, I was very tired, and I ended up taking a bit of a break, but we left in the middle of a big old quest in the middle of the big old Water Shapers Temple with something big old down below. I would like to see what that something is, because I don't know, but I can only imagine it's a sea monster of some variation. They brought something back with them when they set up the Water Shapers Temple, apparently. So, and then they sealed it underneath the temple, and we don't really know what it is, and they're keeping us in suspense. And I'm very interested. I could only imagine it's some form of kraken. However, we do have some keywords. There are these keywords right here. This is a poem or phrase. So, pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of heaven crosses her view. Her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain, but the moon's skyward journey continues apace. The lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching. That passphrase is important in some way. We don't know what to use it on yet, but we will find out. Let's see, who do we have with us right now? We currently have an inability to rest, for one thing. We have our best boy, Fish Boy. We also have, Constantine. I looked up a little bit of stuff about Constantine. Apparently Constantine and the pale white-haired lady is apparently they're both stretch goals for this particular Kickstarter. They wanted to do more with them. Neither of them really has that much in the way of backstory until the DLC. So I'm definitely going to have to get the DLC to learn a bit more about them. But unlike the first game, they actually just incorporated the DLC characters into the game, which personally I actually really like. As you approach the door, the carved stone flashes with ethereal light. You feel a faint, salty breeze gusting from an unseen source. Faded inscriptions. A faded inscription is nestled among the elaborate stone carving. Touch the door with the rod of the Deep Hunter. The door reacts at once. A stone panel shifts aside to reveal a circular dial engraved with symbols. This would appear to be a locking mechanism requiring a precise combination. Let's take a look. Brushing aside a layer of dust reveals a circular dial of pictographs. Though you could not guess their relevance or relation to each other, you recognize the symbols themselves. The first is a full moon, its light beaming down on Aora. The next is a Huana symbol of Andra, classically depicted with the head of an anglerfish in her aspect as Ngati. The next is a pair of hands reaching out to each other, their fingertips just barely making contact. And the last is rain, falling powerfully and inexorably. Okay, let's read the inscription. Huana runes decorate the stone entrance. Ngati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. This sanctum is a covenant of our making. Only the sigil of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. Pariki, master of the guild. Alright, let's begin manipulating it. What's it pointing at currently? Rolls over to the rain. Okay, rotate it counterclockwise. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So we need the Ngati first. And then we're going to press the dial. You hear a grating mechanical clunk of stone tumbler setting into place behind the door. Then we have the moon again. Press. Then we have the hands. Press. Oh. Oh, did I get it wrong? You hear the clattering of tumblers resetting behind the door, and the engraving rotates back to the moon symbol. It doesn't seem like you're unlocking things in the correct order. Okay. Okay, press the dial. And then we go back to the moon. So it's the rain then. Oh? Okay, I might need to go take a look at the phrase again. Is it in my journal? Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears as constant as rain. But the moon's... Okay, so Ngati, moon, rain, moon, fingers. Got it. There's 5. I didn't realize there were 5. 4 symbols, 5 presses. Okay. Okay. You hear clattering and whirring as the dial recedes into the door. There's a low rumble as the doorway opens inward, revealing a dark, narrow tunnel beyond. We're gonna rest real quick. Because we definitely need to rest. Rest. Let's take a brief look at everyone's usables. I smell a boss coming up. That looks good. That could probably be better. Hey, how you doing, Zatara? What's going on? I see that you are enjoying the return of Zehong. And the Omega Hulk. I might make those spammable. We'll see. You don't know. You don't need to know. Man, you guys are all just loving it. What's going on, dude? Or what's going on, peoples? I want to remind everyone that it is 5 hours remaining. Just 5 hours remaining. Potion of elemental defense. I only have 3 of those. Alright, we've healed everyone's wounds. We're about to go face a boss. Oh yeah, they're intended to be. Although I probably should reduce the volume on them. You know what? How about... try them again real quick. Just any of them. What do you mean until my stream schedule slows down? We've been on a slow stream schedule for a while now. As you take your first step, an ear-splitting roar rises in volume and echoes down the passage, shaking loose the surrounding rocks. Go through anyway. You navigate the dark, narrow tunnel, pressing your shoulder together to fit the passage. Ooh, what is that? Is that a water dragon? Okay, I wasn't expecting a dragon. That's for you to find out and me to know. As the massive upheaval of water settles, the air thickens with oppressive humidity. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust before you can make sense of the shape that breached from the depths.
This would be a great fishing story.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
The dragon flares its nostrils and glares at you. Dragon!
Then I take it you have not, and the city has forgotten me.
A heavy sigh fills the room with a scent of brine.
I am Skirilophus, guardian of the Isles.
He slaps his tail against the floor. This room is directly from the first one? What do you mean?
You ever consider a nickname?
I'm not even going to try and say that.
Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
His snout wrinkles at Tekehu.
Hello.
Tekehu swallows. Hot steam jets from the dragon's nostrils. Did you make up that title?
No. It is older than me by far. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana.
His eyes narrow into slits.
This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What are you talking about?
You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers. Those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
Interesting. So it is based on the actual land, and as they're giving the land away. Huh. I am Sneezes and Dragon, Guardian of the Isles. Tekehu, could this be true? He stares up at the dragon, oblivious to you until he blinks and returns for the moment.
I only know an interpretation of Ngati's covenant, but Akera, it is possible.
He nods slowly.
The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Water Shapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
Ooh, that sucks.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
Hold up. Hold up. I gotta know. If we let this guy out, can he help us against Aethys? Because that is a real big thing. Having a dragon on our side? He's not a fully grown dragon, but he is still a dragon. I've seen what a fully grown dragon looks like. This is not it. Okay, I've made up my mind. Can you help? Can we help you in some way? Your soul is stuck here? Let me take a look.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging in the dragon's soul feels at first disorienting, like perusing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that should color his soul is gray and worn. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse its energy elsewhere, to the Water Shaper students of Neketaka. As it touches you, the weight of the prison is like an anchor. You withdraw from the sensation, feeling shaky and depleted. You're the reason the Water Shapers are so powerful?
The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
Raising a shaking hand to his mouth, Takehu blinks up at the dragon.
By Ngati, he speaks true.
Your disgrace, so pure and concentrated.
The other Water Shapers know nothing of this?
Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison.
The dragon shows his teeth, his steaming breath rising from between each fang.
None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Mother, Ngati never told me this, I say.
Takehu raises a shaking hand to his brow.
The goddess sent her insufferable tests. She never raised a fin to deliver me from this prison.
Okay, I'm gonna try and say its name. Bear with me, this is going to be painful. Saorielephus. 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 Okay, I think I've got it. Dupless, what the heck do you mean my slow stream schedule is also very frequent? What? Yeah, look! Also, Ferret, I agree with you. Pillars of Eternity 2 may be better than Pillars of Eternity 1. Amenephis. I've looked into your soul. It's true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters.
So they imprisoned a guardian so that they could act as guardians in its stead? That seems wrong.
Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
Saorielephus narrows its eyes and watches you carefully.
My gift to Pariki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
The dragon lashes its tail in eager, repetitive circles. You've been playing Kingmaker. You cannot roll more than one currently.
We have a responsibility, I say.
So you're rolling natural ones, is what you're saying? Trailing off, Takehu pulls absently on one of his hairs.
But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Yeah, but you know what they will eventually do? They'll give away this entire archipelago and watch as it dies because this thing stayed imprisoned. I'd say screw the Huana. They dug their own grave.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
Do I get something out of the arrangement?
Your ship will sail with grateful protection.
I guess that's something.
That is a boon without equal in the Deadfire.
I have questions about you first, Dragon.
I will tolerate your curiosity.
You think yourself as a guardian? Or think of yourself as a guardian?
That is a duty as old as the islands themselves. In ages past, there were 3 guardians. They watched over the Isles, the Adra, and lost Ukaizo.
Hold up, what's this about Ukaizo? Do you know what happened to it?
That is similar to the tenets of Ngati's covenant.
Takehu furrows his brow.
You are perceptive for a fish.
What do you know of Ukaizo?
A city where Kith spoke to gods. The heart of an empire. I know only what I hear. Ukaizo was gone before my time. Even its myth is dust and ashes.
You spoke of 3 guardians?
Creatures of unparalleled age and power. Bound, like me, to strengthen the Huana. If they still lived, no foreign ship would trespass on these islands.
Something on your mind, Takehu? Something you want to ask it?
Akara, there is too much running through my head, I say.
Takehu touches his forehead spot.
For another time.
Takehu reaches up and touches his cheek with a shaking hand.
The fish is not ready to know what he only now suspects.
Something like a chuckle echoes in your mind.
Ukaizo is lost beyond all memory. Better to forget that monument of hubris.
So Ferret, if you like Pathfinder, are you aware that Pathfinder is on my big list of games? How did you get in here?
As outsiders threatened the Isles, the power of the Huana waned. Crafty Pariki sought me out to strike a deal. She used my soul as a crutch for her water shapers. In exchange, she vowed to protect the Adra.
But the Valians are mining the Adra.
Look upon me. Are you surprised that the Huana do not keep their promises? I came as an honored guest. The water shapers grew strong, and new conflicts replaced the old. When I resolved to go, my captors left me here, cheated and howling in the dark.
You're bound here by your soul?
Pariki and her crew forged wards that anchor my soul to this chamber. I am not chained here, but I am compelled to remain.
How did you get in? Oh, wait, we already asked that. What if we excise the imprisoned portions of your soul from the rest?
No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves.
If you're afraid, then just say so.
I do not know fear.
His eyes narrow further.
How then? You have a plan for this mad scheme of yours?
I'd take a closer look at the ward stones for a start. He lets out a distasteful hiss.
Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
The dragon unclenches his jaw and watches you in silence. We're helping him. What's been done here isn't right. It's short-sighted and will eventually doom the Deadfire. A raised wardstone stands out from the watery floor of the dragon's prison. The runes engraved along its surface glow with pale light. Enchantments coursing through the stonework keep the dragon tethered to its spot and siphon energy from its soul. The spells of imprisonment look more recent. The siphoning enchantment merely sips at the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You think it could be used to store the essence, enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly. Try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild, then break the imprisoning ward. The enchantment slips through your fingers in spite of advanced age and depleted state. Clearly someone built the prison to resist any potential meddling. Shit. Okay. Let's take a look at the other three. There might be something on the others. I like the shield.
I make no promises to cooperate with your animancy games.
Well, one way or another, the dragon's leaving. So, goodbye. Takehu, aren't you supposed to be the person who's good at metaphysics? Maybe he's not. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go get someone who is good with metaphysics. Ski Ori Eliphas. Because if we can't do it right now, there's a high chance that our Vampire friend can probably help. She's very good with metaphysics. We'll currently use our metaphysics score. Oh, never mind. Takehu is actually quite good with it. God damn it. Okay, if he can't do it with an 11, then we're just going to have to break it. I don't suppose we have any legendary artifacts that might help. Max discipline. Plus 15 to health. Yeah, I really don't have anything that would help. Maybe we can craft something? Aha! That blessed incense. I bought 2 of them
Never be
because I
too
was
much
like,
and
this
I'll grow
seems
to
really
like it.
useful. Maybe we can make use of that. What is my base metaphysics score? It's pretty bad. Do we have anything else that might help? Tartarichu. Hmm. Resistance to intellect. That's funny. Because you're too dumb. Alright. We're going to save and use.
I've got it.
The runes crack as their power dissipates. In seconds, the light is extinguished, and the shape of each arcane sigil loses definition until they fade into total obscurity.
I can feel the weight of this pit diminishing around me. Do not stop now.
I'm not doing this because I value our conversation. Let me work. He follows your progress with narrow eyes.
On it.
The runes crackle as their power dissipates. In seconds, their light is extinguished, and the shapes of each arcane sigil loses definition. Yep. Yep. Damn it. I would like to do this the other way. The runes crackle. And yep, another one down. Nah, nothing. Sciorielephus blinks down at you and rolls his shoulders as if for the first time.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Sciorielephus flexes his claws and lets out an exultant bellow. Will you consider showing me showing mercy against those who wronged you?
Mercy. Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest.
He splits his jaw into a lethal grin.
Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Roaring with triumph, Sciurielephus aims his body at the rocky ceiling and takes off. Sciurielephus beats his wings, lifting his massive form above the ground of his watery prison. He stretches open his jaw and roars, and the ensuing blast blowing out of the top of his prison exposes it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, as he passes out of view, you hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation on the southwestern corner of the island. Gonna have to look into that when we get out of here.
Captain, a word.
What's on your mind?
When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream.
Takehu looks at the ground between his feet.
Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history, heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Juana art.
The guild might need a new way forward if it hopes to endure, Takehu.
If the guild cannot depend on its own teachings, then difficult times lie ahead of us all. I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say. You have questions?
Okay. I still don't really know what Ikera means. It's a phrase of emphasis. Initially, I thought that the closest translation was something like, of course. But I don't think that that's quite accurate.
If I collapse, just drag me on a rope.
This why you always got dirt in your hair?
What? You mean the grave dirt?
I wonder if I took to worshiping Andra, if she could make me forget what I just heard.
Hello? All right, let's go back to the Kahanga Palace. And I guess towards the rooftop? I imagine that's where Anakaza is.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Nope. And we probably won't for a long time. Okay, I really want to put together just a list of the longest possible way to keep all of the quest givers in suspense while still accomplishing all of the quests in the game. Like, you can't just accept a quest and then just leave. So you'd accept a quest at the very beginning of the game and then just not complete it until you've done everything else. And I don't know. The quest givers have got to be really patient guys, right? Gotta be. This is not where I wanted to go. God damn it.
Yeah? Sure.
Okay, that's the way. Where's the way up? Ah, here it is. Hey, Onakaza.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's Overlook? The mountain shakes. Bellows of anguish echo over the wind.
Onakaza raises a trembling hand to her brow.
And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have.
Onakaza pounds her armrest with her fist.
Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
The queen blinks and slowly rises to sit straight in her throne.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
Takehu folds his arms and closes his eyes. Something about the gesture causes Onakaza to hold her attention on him.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Guildmaster Myru is dead.
No, to lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us?
Onakaza raises her hand to her mouth.
Takehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Nakara, the guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Takehu nods, his lips pressed in a hard line.
Send every bird from my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Nekataka now.
A pair of attendants bolt to attention and scramble down the stairs. Onakaza nurses her brow and sighs.
I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say.
Skiori Eliphas agreed to lend the Water Shapers its strength to protect the archipelago.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire.
Onakaza cuts herself off and snaps her finger to an attendant.
Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
As her attendants make for the exit, Onakaza leans back in her throne and considers.
Ikara, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same?
Onakaza turns back to you, leaving Takehu to pull on his hair and frown.
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
The forms of water shaping are fabrications made up to tap into the dragon's prison.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom.
Onakaza raises her brow.
If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
Oh, a sinking feeling accompanies her thoughts, as if Onakaza feels a vast well of uncertainty opening beneath her.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild...
I set him free. Nothing in Onakaza's outward bearing changes, but the silence of the rooftop garden feels especially oppressive. Then you notice the scratching sound of her nails on the armrest of her chair, and her tigers glance up at you with sudden attentiveness.
No, no, I say! Nagati close her teeth around your boat and Wodika scrawl your name in her log of disgrace.
It is a poor ruler who doesn't recognize what is under her feet, Onakaza.
How dare you?
She sits back in her throne to the gasps of her attendants, all of whom give up any pretense of ignoring your exchange.
If my apprentices struggle to learn Nagati's art, then we have no hope of replenishing the ranks. And I do not have the luxury of patience. I cannot keep Rawatai in check if they do not recognize our strength. The guild can outlast this, but our enemies will test us beyond what we can endure.
You can't afford to lose friends, Onakaza.
You think I do not know this?
Onakaza's lips peel back in a grimace.
An ally of the crown would do anything to preserve our way of life, to see that the Huana prosper, I say.
And this is my help for the thanks. This is my thanks for the help I gave your brother.
Help? You found nothing in the gullet. Which of the smugglers in Delver's Row paid for your silence? Even in desperate times, this falls beneath the expectations of the Kahanga crown. You may see yourself out.
Would you simply hand an ally to your competitors, Onakaza? She winces. An expectant murmur grows among the onlookers of the rooftop garden.
Wait. Water Shapers have kept this city in the hands of the Kahanga. A queen cannot do this alone.
She looks up at you, a deep furrow cleaving her brow.
You may work off your debt to the crown. I will swallow my pride if it keeps an ally under my roof.
The tension in the garden begins to ebb with the softening of Onakaza's tone. Oh! Oh, I love the options here. You can either just say nothing and keep it neutral, or just spit in her face and go. I think I'm just gonna go with say nothing.
Akira, perhaps you are wise to hold your tongue. My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Neketaka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong.
Onakaza thumbs her chin and nods.
The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Finally, a challenge.
Akira, and they do not like easy prey. I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's iron fleet.
Onakaza smirks at the idea. I have questions before I agree to this.
Ask. I would not have you journeying to Oryo Koiki uninformed.
She opens her palms to you and nods. If this was your playthrough, you'd have gone with the first option? Try and be nice to everyone so no one likes you? Nah. I was tempted to go for the just kidding option. But I like Onakaza. I freed the dragon because it was wrong. There was no way that it could have ended well in the long run. The dragon itself had been serving for who knows how long down there, just stuck in a room. I'd say that the lives of a short-lived people is a small price to pay to save something like a guardian of the land. Oro Okoiki, the cursed land of corpses?
The corpses refer to the pungent Koiki trees. The curse.
She shrugs.
There are Nguithan ruins on the isle. I say our ancestors were either superstitious or had no taste for Koiki.
I'd like to know more about the Wahaki.
It is said the Wahaki did unspeakable things to survive the downfall of our ancestors, cannibalizing the injured and making blood sacrifices to the gods. As the dust settled, the other tribes learned to keep their distance from the tribe. Those who do not think like my brother say the Wahaki never recovered from the loss of Ukaizo.
What do you seek to gain from this alliance?
The Huana are always stronger together than we were apart. I want the Wahaki to remember this. Today, we are tribes, united under the gods. Tomorrow, we can be an empire, and the Deadfire our protected haven. Akira, then you will seek out the Wahaki and bring their strength to the Kahanga?
I'll make contact with the Wahaki and hope for the best.
Sail for the Isle of Oryokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life.
Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. I'll remember that.
Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Anakaza nods and dismisses you with a wave. Alright. That reaction was, I'll be honest, not unexpected. Losing the power of the Water Shapers is going to be a serious blow, as they don't just use the Water Shapers to protect the protect from military threats.
I noticed the Huana got a lot of statues of Andra.
Akira, Mother Ngati is much beloved.
That doesn't bother you?
Should it? What say?
Well, if everybody in my village had a naked statue of my mama, I'd be knocking on doors and making threats.
Okay. Now the question is, where do we go? Do we want to actually do that main quest? Or do we want to do a couple of side quests? I'm kind of feeling like I want to do some side quests. And see where we go from there. We also should probably upgrade a couple of things. We have plenty of gold. And we can just go ahead and sink it into enchantments. Sorry, we had plenty of gold. And then I upgraded something to superb. And now we have no gold. I really hope that that superb upgrade was worth it, but we'll see. Oh, well, let's take a look at what we have for quests, actually. There's bounties. There's Aethys's quest. There's all of these quests. There's more bounties. We might explore a little bit with Aloth. We've had Jyoti in the party for a while. Do we have any other quests in relation to Neketaka specifically? Because I think that we're overdue to do a little bit of exploration. Symbols of death. Alright, I still gotta talk to Mr. Ferrante. Oh, this is cool. I didn't even notice that it's got recommended companions up here. imagine that not only are these companions more interested in the quest as a whole, but they also probably are, you know, more skilled at the quest. That's really cool, though. Probably have quite a bit of dialogue in relation to it. I didn't even notice the recommended companions until just now. That's weird. Alright. So the bounties will have to leave. Let's do the Archmage's Vault. So, we go to Archimir's Manor. Now we just need to locate his vault. Yeah, let's just do the Archmage's Vault. I've not murderized all the things, and we probably won't be doing that this session. As you know, you cannot start combat unless the game says that you can start combat. Oh, maybe you can now, actually. Okay. So Zatara, what are you doing? What are you up to today? What are you ignoring? What is coming to ignore you? You know, just sit in the room flipping pages.
Fortune for a pun, good madam.
Hello?
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
The puppet in the box cocks its head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. I'd like to hear my fortune. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his fingers. You hear gears whirring and clicking inside his box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see a house. 4 walls, a ceiling, a floor. All wood. If you sleep there 4 nights straight, your one true love will pass by in the street. Be quick, before the bard in red steals her away. I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
Sure. The puppet's eyes close. Yep.
I see a fork in the road. There's a statue of a human. Someone in robes. Take the left fork. If you go right, it could get ugly. Don't ask me why.
Playing the new PoE League, starting with the Raider, was underwhelming. Now you're the Skeleton Mage. Ah, yeah. You're not good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true. Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
I think I want my coin back.
And I want my manhood back. It's not under here, believe me. No refunds. Archimir's policy, not mine.
Okay. I was told you broke into Archimir's Manor.
What, am I famous out there or something? Tell you what, 500 pyres and you get the exclusive story.
Tell me what I want to know or your box ends up at the bottom of the harbor in Queen's Berth.
Knowing Archimir, he'd think it was funny and just leave me down there.
The puppet's ceramic eyes roll in their sockets, clicking and whirring.
That manor is a fortress. An Orlan partner and I got to thinking that Archimir wouldn't miss a few coins here, a few gems there. There's a span of natural rock between Archimir's place and the luminous bathhouse. Ganor let us camp in his basement with our pickaxes. After some careful hammering, we found ourselves in Archimir's manor without a guard in sight.
Oh, that's where that is. Okay. What happened next?
We snuck through the house until we found the vault. No keyhole, just a bunch of gems. While he was working on the lock, one of the local imps grew keen to us. Alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really. I just woke up in this box. And Archimir told me that I had to work off my debt.
What happened to your partner after you died?
Archimir told me that he died, but that he was put to good use. Forgive me if I don't speculate on the meaning of that.
So what's your story then?
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience.
Okay, I figured that part.
I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
I wasn't aware it was possible to bind a soul to this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animansis Tower in the Sacred Stair then? No need to gawk at me.
Do the Huana have any problems with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad smile.
I can't blame her. The Huana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
He stares at you, unblinking, daring you to call him a liar. Right. Alright, well, we know how to get into Archimere's Manor. I remember this now because we figured out how to do this earlier and then discovered that it was really hard, and I decided that we would want to come back. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with heavily armored enemies. So I should probably figure out what weapon types we want to switch to.
Sure thing.
Oh.
Yeah, happy to oblige.
Jyoti? I do wonder if we end up ever meeting Archimere. I assume we do at some point in the main quest. He's too powerful of a figure, and he's just all over the place in terms of lore. Okay, the Luminous Bathhouse, Boiler Room. Hey. Hey guys. Oh god, where's the camera? Look at that. It's Bart. Hey, Bart. Let me switch to full screen cat cam. Isn't Bart cute? There is indeed a meow. Bartholomew. He's the new meow. I don't have anything to play with him with right now. Hey, Bart. So yeah, this is Bart. He's adorable, but he's also very young. And we're still kind of getting him used to a lot of things. Most notably, still getting used to Elsa. He loves to play. He's about a year and a half. So he's still got all that kitten energy. But he's got a big cat frame. I'm hoping I can keep him thin. Unlike I've been able to do with Elsa. Elsa became a very fat cat over time. Look at him go. Total Bart. Bop, bop, bop. And what are you doing? You guys can't really see him very well, but he is here. I promise you. So much. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, that's Bart. Nice to see him actually, you know, coming around this place, saying hello. I think this is the first time we've ever seen Bart on stream. Elsa's sleeping, so maybe we can actually see more Bart over time. Bart, what are you doing? Okay, he's getting into bite mode. That's usually when I start leaving him alone. He's not allowed to be in bite mode.
Huh? Right.
Reflexes and chop. You ask too much.
He is my new cat, yeah.
Watch your step.
Okay, there's some stuff here. Cult of the Sanguine Harvest. Excerpted from the Legends of Aora by Amaya, Scholar of Rawatai. In all of my travelers among the islands of the Deadfire Archipelago, I have heard tell of no cult so feared as the Sanguine Harvest. All that is known of them is hearsay and rumor. Based on this, I would be inclined to conclude that the Sanguine Harvest are little more than a story. But how is one to explain the disappearances of innocent kith around the 16th of the month? What may have befallen those poor souls is dismal indeed. Those few I spoke to who claimed the knowledge of the Sanguine Harvest would swear to me only that they would receive it second-handedly. That they received it second-handedly, and that they had this to say. On the 16th of every month, the Sanguine Harvest chose one unlucky captive to kneel before their altar and become fodder for a cabal of vampires. Through this act, the leader, or Grand Harvester, empowers a fearful, soul-draining greatsword. To what end the Grand Harvester then puts this sword is unknown. The cult members, or the Harvest Cantors, then dance around a fire in a state of mindless ecstatic joy. They clothe themselves in a robe of black edged in red, and on their robes is the image of a large dagger cutting 3 kith in half. It sounds too ridiculous to believe, does it not? And yet, I wonder. Imp husbandry, what? This book narrates one scholar's dissection of all matters relating to the care of household imps, focusing notably on their cleaning and housebreaking. One passage has been underlined with a deep dress of a quill. Never allow imps to learn spells or wield artifacts of power. Their bodies sponge up the essence remainder and grow exponentially larger in size. One of my household servants pilfered a ring from my collection and grew to the size of an aurochs before I had him properly drained. Their glands also grow more pungent than mere writing can hope to encompass, so be aware. Glands. Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while. Let me just empty everything out. What is that? Soru Sikr. During a period of Adiran incursion into Air Glanfath, a group of freelance raiders plundered this weapon from an Ingwithan ruin. The Fairkening's court, I can never say that word. Fairkening's court was rumored to pay well for such artifacts, and the brigands hoped to fetch a good price for the Morningstar when they returned to the Empire. Unfortunately for them, they were intercepted by a scouting party of Glenfathan Fangs and charged with violating the sacred site. The evidence against the looters was overwhelming, and they were summarily sentenced to death. The Fangs carried out the sentence at the threshold of the ruins, using the Morning Star as a means of execution. The Adirans' bodies were left as a warning to other potential despoilers. What's the enchantment on it? Okay, it's poison dip, so 3 corrode damage per 2 rounds for 10 rounds on hit. We can upgrade that to either paralytic or death sentence. 5% chance to kill near death on take. %5 chance to paralyze. Okay. That is arguably better. But I don't have the gold for it. Hey, Eder. Wait, no. A Morningstar is a 2-handed mace. Someone around here has, or should be able to use it. I hope. Spear, mace, hatchet, pistol, unarmed. Nope. I might get rid of wand on Sephi.
Will do.
All right, we got some books to read. Everyone buckle up. 10 Years of Dawn. 10 years I tilled the Vorless Leaf, and 10 years I told myself that living in Saint Widewind's footsteps would bring me rebirth. Each dawn I'd pray that if thou art in darkness, he shall bring thee light, and each night would bring the same emptiness. For my decade of living in as a simple dye farmer, all I have to show for it is a great deal of purple clothing. Aethus has not spoken to us since he appeared at St. Widewind. It was my hope that Aethus would claim me as his next vessel, but alas, the Child of Light remains silent. Every day I practice the ritual of banishing the shadows of the unfaithful, and every day I work my fields in solitude, without sign of Aethus returning. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring the light. But how long must I remain lost in this long night of abandonment? Is this my punishment for keeping my faith a secret? Is Aethus hiding from me until I shout my reverence for all to hear? Surely he must know that the dear Woodens now hate him and his followers. His countrymen are quick to blame all that was terrible about the Saints' War on those of us still faithful to Aethus. Should they not be angry at the Raid Saren soldiers? Do the dear Woodens not realize that to dismiss the god of rebirth and redemption is to prevent all hope of healing? As I pen these words, I know that I must continue to till the dye-leaf. I will awake each day with hope. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring me light. Each day I will pray that the dawn stars visit me, just as they visited Saint Widwin in his field of Vorlis. Will they come to me as they came to Saint Widwin? As a man and two women, luminescent and perfect? I am told they come to presage my times. I am told many things, and I struggle to find the faith to believe it all. And yet, each morning, the sun rises in the eastern sky, and each morning Aethys illuminates my simple plot of land, casting away the shadows of the unfaithful in his golden gaze. I thank thee, Aethys, for all the springs I've had, and all that will come. I am in darkness. Please bring me light. Wait, is this just all the gods? Is this all the god books from the first game? Yeah, this is all the god books from the first game. I've already read some of these. Ooh, I haven't read this one. Missives of the Hand Occult. Dearest brother, or was it sister? May this letter find you in well spirits. A man of thuggish bearing stormed into my library the other day and demanded I help him find a book on the construction of an arquebus. I thought it proper service to WoW to steer the man towards an illuminated manuscript on the subject of whittling toy soldiers and other miniature props. Unamused by my solution, I shrugged and said, "What is an answer without a question?" He did not find my spiritual rhetoric helpful or amusing, and so he punched out 2 of my teeth. I trust your summer has been less tumultuous than mine. In more important news, my apprentice claims he saw the eyeless face in a dream the other night. I admit I was so mad with envy that at first I refused to believe her. Well, forgive me for a lapse of judgment. She described an Amawa of brilliant blue hues with a featureless face surrounded by a swarm of eyes. No 2 eyes alike. She claims WoW ignored her questions, and she can't recall any specifics of what was said. In fact, my apprentice seems to... Oh, I've already read this one too. Shit. Read that one. Read that one. Barath. Actually, this one I could use a reminder on. How fitting that we know the god of cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability as Barath, while the Avalians know this very same god as Serono. For, if nothing else, Barath teaches us that duality exists in all things. There is life in death, and death in life. Embrace this duality, and you honor Barath. In the ruins of Air Glanfath, Barath is depicted in the form of 2 semi-skeletal figures, one male, one female, Bunin e Anku, and Anku e Bunin. Literally, life in death, and death in life in the Glanfathan tongue. Male and female, inside and outside, life and death. We often think of Barath by imagining 2 sides of a coin, or 2 endpoints of a journey. It's said that Barath has the most petitioners of every god, and this likely true. Who amongst us has not prayed for the cycle to hiccup? Who has not, in a moment of sadness, yelled at Barath to make an exception for our fallen loved ones? Barath may not have rescued our loved ones, but it answers our prayers in its own divine way. Barath is the god that makes life end in death, and it is also the god that makes death end in life. Barath, Serono, Bunin i Anku, Anku i Bunin, whichever of the many names you prefer to use, deserve our prayers, for it has given us the promise of life's eternal renewal. Finally, Wudica. I know there's another one I just skipped over. The Midwife's Memoirs. Hi, Leia. Dear sisters, do you still remember the first deliverance? When you strangled your first wrongdoer? Did you see the moment when life became death? Could you see the instance when your victim realized that Wudica forgets nothing? When Wudica takes back her throne, will you face her with pride, knowing you have held to your own oaths? Or will you be amongst the word breakers? Wudica teaches vengeance and memory, and while she is in exile, we must be her eyes and ears that let no injustice slip from record. We must be clenched fists that silence the lying breath. When Wudica takes back her throne, all of the injustices that have slipped through the cracks of history will be righted. The villains hiding in plain sight amongst the innocent will feel the burned queen's choking grasp. Pray that they live to see the day when you will join our queen in this cleansing of the wicked. But know, my sisters, that we must be ready to see the end of our days within the return of our queen. For she will take back her throne, but it may be our daughters that serve to restore the court. We must continue to live as we have always lived, hated by the other faiths, even though we place justice above our own well-being. At least the Empire of Edir still holds our creed in proper esteem. It is a proper sign of respect that, by imperial custom, our clergy must oversee a contract for it to be legally binding. For who else understands the value of remembering one's oaths than Wudica's faithful? And let us not count our current blessings, for we still enjoy the support of the Paladin Order of the Steel Garrote. They too understand that society is built and broken by the oaths and rules of its people. When Wudica takes back her throne, my family will know that I was right to commit my life to the exiled queen. When Wudica takes back her throne, the Strangler will stop being a story told to frighten our daughters, but a hero woven into parables that teach our children justice. When Wudica takes back her throne, she will bring her flawless memory with her. Every transgression, every crime, and every injustice will be revealed. When Wudica takes back her throne, even gods won't be spared their due retribution. Alright.
I've got it.
I hope everyone's still here.
Not
I know that was a lot of lore. I do love the gods in this. They're very other. Your skin tingles as you approach the scrying pool. Your reflection grins up at you from the depths. Oh no. Sorry, I was petting a cat. What are we fighting right now? At least 2 imps. Yeah, that seems good. What are their resistances? Decent resistance to slashing, and that's it.
How about this?
What can I do you for?
Something I can do?
Get everyone in the proper weaponry. Looks like we got a bit lucky. We didn't end up triggering any of the armors.
Yes, Captain.
Happy to oblige.
Okay. They're resistant to slashing, but that's a lot of slashing damage. What does this do exactly? Any target they strike with a weapon or who strikes them with a weapon is attacked by a bolt of lightning.
Need something?
Neat. Yeah, dude, just go get him. Yeah, I'll take a 47.
Yeah.
I'll take a 47 real good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how much damage this does. That was pathetic. Oh, they're resistant to lightning, aren't they? Yes, you did indeed pop away. Devious shit. Oh, there's an armor. Oh, okay. You know what? That's okay. It's there taking the damage. Oh, there's two of them. But the other one can't get through the door. Fantastic.
Yours to command, Captain.
Yeah. About that. I'm gonna cast Chill Fog right there.
Yeah.
And then the Pillar of Holy Fire. Oh god, that does friendly fire damage. I'm not gonna do that. That one's dead.
What? How about this?
I'd say that's a pretty good hit. Go help her there.
Huh?
Okay, what are these resistant to? Everything except piercing. Fantastic. Immune to fire damage.
This does not work.
Yeah?
I don't know. Well, it seems like it's working perfectly fine to me. Go ahead and penetrate.
Let's go.
Le Bonk has begun. Turn. There we go.
You need something.
Okay. It was piercing that they had no resistance to, right? Yeah. I don't really mind hitting the ogres with this. They got tons of health. I'm not worried. We don't really need the crowd control right now. What is this? Ah! The massive heal. Right. Spirit Frenzy. Oh, that is a surprisingly good spell on her. Hey, Somek. We're doing things. How have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. We're getting close to the end of Arcanum. And I know Ferret's sort of interested in Pathfinder. Though no logs have been spent yet. So we are getting close to picking up a new game. I don't actually know how many how many more Arcanum streams there will be. I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong. Just there doesn't seem to be that much left of the game. We finished a lot of side quests. But yes, how have you been? That was a 41. I will take a 41.
Behold me, mother.
Wow. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Holy shit.
Yes, Captain.
Holy absolute wow. That did 61 damage in a single hit. Just keep casting spells, dude. Doing more procrastinating on the D&D campaign you were writing? Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. How's that going?
Happy to oblige.
Hopefully doing pretty well. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do Litany of Spirit on Takehu. That way he's got the acute bonus. That should help his damage and range.
Like that, do you?
No pen. That's not great. Oh, does this one have resistance to piercing? It does have resistance to piercing. Melee maces is going to be the best bet, but it's still not great. Luckily, we have a lot of maces right now.
Yeah?
These guys are still pretty high level, unfortunately.
Nope.
Speak your mind.
Let's see here. What is considered a bludgeoning attack? What does this do? Raw damage is what it does. Okay, what have you got for other weapons? Not much. Oh, it's good to see you though. I hope you've at least been well. Although it's as you say, you are doing good. Merry-go-round. All right, now everyone's flanking. Fantastic.
This does not work.
Yup.
Happy to oblige.
Can we... It's got heavy resistance to slash, but it's not immune. So we should still be able to finish it off. Ooh, wow, that resistance is doing some work.
What?
I gotta get him more weapons. Bulk. There we go.
Sure.
And the imps, just some horns, nothing too bad. I mean, have you thought about just doing at least one thing every day? Just force it. The thing about writing is that you can't just write it when it comes to you, because otherwise it'll never come to you.
Take a gander over there.
You do have to force creativity if you're going to actually make use of it. The more you do it, the more often it happens. Oh. Oh, this is pleasant.
Too difficult, I say.
Can I? Okay, I can't delay turn anymore. Okay. Come on, Takehu. Be the shark man you were always meant to be. These are resistant to spears. Highly resistant to spears.
Happy to oblige.
God, I hope that refreshes. Excuse Oh, that's an instant cast. Okay, that's good to know. I thought that she'd be casting it for at least a turn. We're gonna break armor on this thing. I missed.
Got it.
Hey.
Pardon? I missed. I'm really unhappy about that. Yeah, just like it doesn't have to be much. Just do it once per day. And then you're good.
You have my attention.
Because the more that you do it, the more you're thinking about it, and the more the creativity will happen on its own.
Need something?
And the important thing is not even that the quality that comes out, it's the fact that you're thinking about it. If you're doing something else, then you're not thinking about it, and eventually it'll just fade to the back of your mind, and you won't ever have something that pops up. Whenever I write something for Dark Forest, that's usually what I do. Okay. Can I? Yeah.
Sure.
Watch it!
Oh, really? You were in range?
What do you need?
Hi. Nice.
I'm on it.
You need something.
Fighter can do a lot of stuff in this. Yeah, I do need something. In fact, go eat that. Oh, that was a good cast.
What can I do you for?
That was a really good cast. Champion Spoon on this guy.
What? How about this?
No pen. Great. You have resistance to slashing and penetrate. Jesus. Yeah, we need some sort of melee or bludgeoning. This is, yeah, that's just bludgeoning. Did it work? Yes, the shield cracks. We just need that penetration.
Hey. May I be a candle in the night?
At your service.
Eat it. So that thing's heavily resistant to slashing damage, so I'm actually not going to do this. I'm going to sit him back here. He'll transform back, and then we'll have him casting spells. Guns won't do shit against that. So we're just going to do a blessing. Holy shit, that's a big blessing. A big-ass blessing. When I thought that we were going to be doing blessing, I thought that we were going to be doing like tiny blessings, but no, this is a big blessing.
What?
Okay. I want to play Pillars of Eternity 1 again. I just want to say that. I just want to play Pillars of Eternity 1 again.
Man, that's just rude.
Okay, it's doing raw damage over time.
Not happening.
Yeah, that's 18. That's not bad. Nice.
Yeah?
You got a mace. Yeah, mace will work.
Leave it to me.
25, nice. And we don't have to worry about re-adding the shield that cracks because the shield that cracks will stay there. Now, why the frick? Takehu, what buffs do you have on? Right, you've got Litany of the Spirit, which means you have a massive intellect, which means all of your shit is massive range right now. Jesus, man. Jesus. Okay, Watery Double can cast spells. We need crushing damage, and crushing damage is usually the area of Ocean Burst. So we're gonna do an Ocean Burst. What? No, you always just check whenever you've got 100 logs. Oh, we're gaining 20 logs per cycle. So, if you check every 40 minutes or 50 minutes, then you will always have 100 logs. Yeah. Oh. We need that might. Did... Give the bot a moment. Did it crash? No? The bot's still going. Why is it not responding? Try again.
How about this?
Oh, did it? Okay, it didn't show up in the it didn't show up in the restream chat. That's interesting. Hi.
You need something?
Oh my god, the range on that is huge. This thing's not resistant to electricity, right? It is, but not nearly as bad as anything else. This is a steel-clad prototype, and holy shit, is it kicking our butts. Fantastic, we stunned it.
Happy to oblige.
Devotions of the Faithful. God damn it. What's its resistances? Can we actually lower stack this? Enough phrases. Gotcha. We'll get another phrase next turn. Actually, we might get two. I'm actually just gonna pass her turn. She doesn't really have a good move to do.
Guess they don't like my singing.
Jesus, this thing is tanky. Can we do another one? And just keep stacking these? No, we can't. That would have been nice.
You have my attention.
Hey, Zatara, how many logs you got? You should put them all on the fire and then lurk.
How about this?
No penetration.
What do you need?
Frickin' hell. Okay, my dude, this no penetration shit is getting old. I don't have any form of electricity damage, do I? He's not even that dangerous. He doesn't actually do that much damage.
What can I do
He's just really big. He actually doesn't have any. Yeah, he doesn't have any impact damage reduction at all. So something like the Pillar of Faith, which does huge amounts of impact damage, will definitely hurt him.
You need something?
I will swap. Makes no difference.
Oh, I'm aware. Oh yeah, that did damage. That did good damage. Does the sword do? Sword does piercing damage, so that's even worse against him. I don't know what she can do.
What?
Everyone's all clumped up against this thing.
Now that's just rude.
Something I can do?
Yes, you can interrupt that, please. Oh wait, no, you can't. F. I don't know what it's doing. It better not be healing.
Stay behind me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's frightened.
Nuh-uh,
How
didn't
is it?
work.
Why is it frightened? Oh, because when the paralysis wears off, it goes into frightened.
You need something?
Right. You know what? Sure. Takehu, summon yourself.
Need something? Ha! Like that, do you?
Something I can do?
Yeah. We shouted at him real hard and then he got scared.
What can I do you for?
Because apparently fear, paralyzing fear is a thing. I do not need a circle of protection. I will 100% improve Adair to stupid levels of tank. Still don't really have a good use for her right now.
Worse than rough.
Good.
Yeah.
That was a 43.
Guess they don't
Hey.
like my singing.
I need more damage types in terms of spells. It's almost dead. That, I don't think that did anything. Yeah, that looked real impressive, but it didn't really do shit.
Got it. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
At your service.
God, we need to give you better weapons. Actually, we need to give you more weapons is the correct answer.
Worse than rough.
Yeah. Get thrashed. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
What?
He's very bright, isn't he? He's supposed to be a watery double, but I'm not sure if the coloration is intended.
Something I can do? Leave it to me.
Bonk. Jeez, that took a lot.
Yeah? Good thinking.
Did he have anything on him? He had living steel, which I imagine is a pretty high-end crafting material. Stun bombs, rune powders. All right. I don't think that we have anyone with the mechanic skill. So we're gonna have to find another way in.
Keep it great.
Cool.
This I cannot do.
Well, what can you do? You can pass your turn is what you can do.
Like that, do you?
Yeah? Not happening.
Oh, god damn it, she just lost.
What do you need?
Yeah! Ninja Eder.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, do we have Litany of the Spirit right now? What a shame
At your
about
service.
Ligma. We don't use this spell very often because it's really easy to use it on your own people, but you know, it's a thing that exists. What is... Okay, I need to figure out what this does.
Happy to oblige.
That's funny, he completely resisted it.
Yeah?
Okay, I want you, Mr. Imp Trickster, to be knocked down, except I... Oh, it did work. Fantastic. You also... Get over here.
Leave it to me.
You have my attention.
Alright, so Takehu now has a lot of damage coming out from him. The downside is that Takehu now is electric.
Your story ends here.
Very electric.
Let's go.
Oh my god, that does so much damage. Holy balls. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's... We're keeping that spell. That's an amazing spell.
Hey, whose side are
Speak
you
your
on?
mind.
You're okay, Eder. You're okay. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah?
Okay.
Take him down.
Good hit. Uh-huh. Barbaric Blow on us in? Or Stormblight? And then wander away.
Happy to oblige.
As long as we don't end our turn in Takehu's giant storm pile, we don't have to worry. This, I think, yeah, it's immune to lightning, actually. So it's actually not really that beneficial. That's fine, though.
Happy to oblige. I hear you.
Cool. That spell is incredibly strong. It's just that it also is incredibly damaging to everything. if I could, I'd probably wander Takehu around with just it. And just a bunch of rangers. The Animancy Lab, you say? I don't think we ended up looking in here. Book. Animancy in the Modern Age. What's this? Purchase order. Most esteemed Arkhamir, we received your order for 2 additional ironclad constructs. You can rest assured that they will be delivered within the week. Your continued satisfaction with our craftsmanship affirms that our work goes towards a righteous cause, and we look forward to maintaining your generous patronage. This missive is stamped with the sigil of Abaddon, followed by an illegible signature. Interesting. I wonder if the constructs are a continuation of the knowledge from the first game. Because they weren't in the first game, I don't think. It would make sense. What the balls is that? Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Need something?
I'll let Takehu take care of it. It is in fact not resistant to lightning. Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and do this. So now Takehu has massive intelligence. This thing is immune to bludgeoning. Fantastic. And then I'll have Adair charge over here and pull in these 2 imps.
May I be a candle in the night.
Here we go. And lastly, he is now aware and concentrated. I don't know where that imp went. I assume it left. Oh, no, it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Can we do a barbaric blow on that real quick? Ooh, it is doing some. I don't know what it's casting. It's casting some sort of entangle.
Sure.
Youch.
You need something?
Yes. Sharkman, do your Sharkman things. Tromp on him real good. Yeah, it's a good chomp.
What can I do you for?
Resolute and Tenacious inspirations. What does Resolute do? +5 to resolve and gain concentration. Tenacious. Oh, that's penetration. Oh, that's really good. Put that on her. Since she's trying to penetrate this thing. Boop. Oh, he's immobilized. That's real funny.
Perathus!
You thought that you could get me away from your imp friends? Hypermobile tank. God. It's beast all over again. That is not where you want to be, my friend. That is definitely not where you want to be. Okay. We'll save that. He's only got one use of those left, so I'm just going to stick with smashing them.
What say?
They really want to get away from midair, and they're using all of their abilities to do so. I kind of just want to keep chomping him. That did a ton of damage.
Yeah.
We gotta have something that can increase might, right? Does fit? Yeah, +5 constitution, that's it. Let's see. Resolute. Aha!
Huh? Got it.
Do we have? Yeah. One of these days I'll find a yellow spear, but until then, there's always MasterCard.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't actually.
You need something.
All right. Oh, Somek, I didn't even notice you're just writing some of your D&D setting. You wrote out some of the countries and their cultures. Nice. What cultures are you looking at right now? You mixing anything together? Ocean burst, ocean man. Actually, no. Chomp. Ocean man, take me by the hand. So this, well, this might kill it. It's bloodied. That very nearly killed it.
Yeah? Sure.
I think that we are going to do Blood Omen 2 next. And Blood Omen 2 is going to be a special thing for me because I've been wanting to take a look at Blood Omen 2 for a long time. And I know that the gameplay is going to be shit, but I'm not there for the gameplay. I'm there for the story. Because it's the only Legacy of Kain game I haven't played, and I need to see it. I need to see it, otherwise my burning curiosity will not be sated. Well, there goes the failed experiment.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, I do need something. Where did this imp come from? Hit it.
Like that, do you?
Yeah, like that.
Happy to oblige.
Also, Takeha's taking a surprising amount of damage here. But you know what? That's okay. That's all okay.
Yeah?
Oh god, Litany for the Spirit is lasting 11 rounds more. Spirit Form of Shark gets another 3 rounds. Wow. That is a really good spell now. With that, Takehu could literally stay in spirit form the entire fight. And he might need to. These imps are slowly wearing him down.
Behold me, mother.
Yeah?
I don't like this. There's nothing about this that I like.
Huh? Let's go.
Just kill that imp. One less attacker. Should make combat go a little bit faster. So what you thinking, Somek?
Yours to command, Captain.
What can I do you for?
You know what? You know what you can do?
Not
Go
sure
ahead
I
and heal our
can.
shark boy.
Mo, Ixie, on us.
He could use a bit of healing.
Need something?
Gotcha. Oh yeah, you were talking about that. I just skipped someone's turn. I'm an idiot. That was 85. Was that a crit? Holy shit, that was a crit on the Earth Blight. It's wow. It's resistant to that damage type too, and it still took 85 damage. That was just a normal hit on the Imp Trickster though. Wow. Takehu does tons of damage right now.
Pharaothus! Right on target.
Bonk.
What? Man, that's just rude.
Yes, Captain.
Be a shark. Be the king shark.
Huh? Mm-hmm. That's not supposed to happen.
Alright, I'm happy.
Right. On it.
Mushrooms. Cool. Lots of ingredients for alchemy. Don't know what I'm going to use them for, but we have them. Gonna sell those books someday. Okay, we're still looking for something. We may have to go up. What is this? Medical supplies. We already have maxed out medical supplies.
That will do nicely.
Alright, I forgot Takehu actually does have some decent mechanic skills. Oh yeah. Hey Takehu. You catch Takehu glancing your way. He quickly focuses elsewhere and smooths back his hair while he notices when he notices your attention. Something on your mind?
Is there anything the Watcher does not see?
It's in the name.
We have both seen the worst of the city. How the Reparu cluster like sea rats. Delver's Row will take care of them for a time, but I say the Crown will not suffer the Principe for long. How did the stone walls and paved lanes of Neketaka divide us so? You have walked the length of Neketaka's spine. How would you serve the needs of all these people at once?
Good question. I'd start with what you have and find a better system.
Akera, a practical solution, and one open to change.
Nodding, Takehu absently tugs one of his hairs. For a moment, he seems totally withdrawn. Finally, he snaps back into focus, regarding you with a smile which seems both genuine and strained.
I was hard-pressed to find insight like yours in Pariki's Overlook.
Some of the tension leaves Takehu's shoulders, and he stands a little taller than before.
You have questions? Ikera, I have...
Yeah? Sure.
Okay. So that was the Mushroom Garden, storage, Animancy Lab, Alchemy Lab, Forge. Was there anything that I missed in the Forge? No. The vault lock. We may have to actually open this. Well, we'll see how well Takehu does. Nothing. So we're looking for gemstones. Yeah, what I would do is I would set up a couple of quests that you want to happen in, like, write up quests first, then make the countries that those quests occur in. And then go back to the quests and rearrange them as you need. That will allow you to figure out how many countries that you need, and it'll make it seem as if the quests were always meant to be there. And it gives you a lot of flexibility in case the players decide to go somewhere else. And by quests, I mean just like, this is something that someone needs you to do. Don't get too in-depth on it. Well, frick. How many imps are we dealing with? Just one?
Your bones will feed the land.
Just one.
What?
Yeah?
I forget, you haven't really been around for Arcanum stuff, right? I think that a good way to look at it is that if it's on the map, it should be something that the players have a reason to go to at some point, even if they don't necessarily want to go there. If you don't have any idea what a place is going to be for, then just don't write anything about it. And more importantly, probably just don't include it. There's a door there, and that door is not opening. Alright, my dude. I want you to do this. And then Barbaric Blow on this poor man. I swear Barbaric Blow just always...
Yeah? May I be a candle in the night.
Happy to oblige.
Huh? Let's go.
Shit. Of course the door opens right as we're done. And there's an ironclad construct on the other side.
On it.
Great. In fact, there's a lot of ironclad constructs. Okay, what are they resistant to? Pretty much anything physical. Lightning's not great, but it does more damage than anything else. Cold it is. Do we have any sort of... Yeah, I'm just gonna summon some brine shrimps. Because those might actually be useful. Yeah, those do water damage. Or corrosive damage? Yeah, those do corrosive damage. That's actually really good. Oh, come on. You guys get 2 turns? That was a nice disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, that AoE is huge. Is it just me or have my AoEs just kept getting bigger? Can we do a blessing that hits this entire area? Oh yeah. It's all coming together.
Yes, Captain.
You said that you've done DMing before, right, Somek?
Need something?
God, I do not know what to do in terms of... we'll just blast him around a bit. That ought to stun him.
Huh? Nope.
Yeah, no penetration.
Something I can do?
Ooh. I'm not sure, man. We got good how much penetration does this give? 10? 3. Not great. It does also increase damage, so that's something. Now the other thing is that we can do lower their guard, which is much better at reducing armor rating. Yeah, armor rating is now 0, so easy to hit.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Oh boy, that's a lot of imps. Oh shit, I do not want more of these constructs.
Yeah?
I'm gonna try and avoid overusing his stuff, because we need the damage. Okay, his AC is back to 10. That's not great. Now it's back to 0. Hello! Who is... Oh, it's Combo. How are you doing, Combo? Been a long time since we've seen a raid from you.
Command, Captain.
What's going on, dude? Can someone give Combo Hugs a shout out? If you don't do it, I will.
What?
So how was Alien Isolation? Apologies, I don't think I have any mods in chat right now. There you go. Feel like things got a little easier once you got out of the medical area. Well, to be fair, you did also lower the difficulty, which I was actually really surprised to find that it was on hard.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't remember ever having to hold my breath while I was in lockers. Though I did remember a very specific encounter where I had the alien directly outside the locker and I had the motion sensor up, and then I eventually realized that the reason it wasn't leaving the locker alone was because it could hear the motion sensor.
Hey, something I can do?
Yeah.
And I didn't put it away.
What can I do you for?
What?
Okay.
Ha! Like that, do you?
Happy to oblige.
So who else is here? Hello, Ike Angelo. What's up? We are currently raiding some poor wizard's home. Okay, let's be honest. He's not some poor wizard. He is the wizard. Knocks back and stun targets in the area. How much damage? Penetration of 8.3. Initiative. Bludgeoning damage? Yeah, that'll do.
All right.
We're gonna shout. We're gonna shout real hard. Yeah, it turns out that yes, that fear is justified, as he actually can, which surprised me quite a bit. Can you imagine the surprise? Okay. This is going to be difficult to aim. I really hope this doesn't get interrupted.
Hold me, mother.
These two are doing something and I don't like it.
Something I can do?
I feel like the Pillars of Eternity series probably wouldn't be your cup of tea combo. You were talking about dialogue and not enjoying it when a game has too much of it. Well, this game has way too much. Well, I enjoy the dialogue.
Sorry, friends. I can't.
The dialogue, I feel, is kind of the point of the CRPGs, in my opinion. I feel, in my opinion. I feel.
About as useful as a bump on
Opinion.
a pickle.
But also sometimes moments like that are really satisfying. When you just mince someone and then you turn into a giant shark man and eat off, I don't know, this poor imp. Yeah, that poor imp. Yeah. Thankfully, a lot of this dialogue is voiced, so I don't have to voice I don't really have to voice that much of it at all. There's like, you know, people doing stuff outside of actual dialogue, and that's not voiced, but that's satisfactory. That guy went flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's stunned for days. Okay. These guys are largely resistant to slashing, so we can't finish them like we usually do. I do want to do a Pillar of Holy Fire. They're not immune to fire, are they? They are, in fact, immune to fire. Don't do that. Okay, everyone, you're getting your buffs, whether you like it or not. We're gonna do a very large blessing, and then we're going to just buff everything. Wait, did we already do our blessing? Aware. I think we already did our blessing. Litany of the body. Where's the Litany of the Soul? Actually, Champion's Boon. Let's make this shark as overpowered as we can. You're not much of a DC fan, are you, Combo? You looking at the new Suicide Squad movie coming up?
What do you need?
King Shark looks fun in that.
That order's too tall.
What? You're... Dude? I don't know where he's standing. I think Adair is literally standing next to
Need
Constantine.
something?
Yeah, Constantine's next to him, or inside the same hex, which means that neither of them can move until this construct dies.
Speak your mind.
Speak your mind, indeed. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and cast that again. Or empowering
What can I
it.
do you for?
And now we're going to just buff everyone for a very long time. 7 rounds.
What?
We have 2 levels of concentration. You're not crazy about the DC or Marvel, but you usually enjoy the movies you see. Last Suicide Squad was garbage. Yeah, it was. Everyone was really hyped over it too, and I was like, why? I hadn't actually seen anything from any of the other Suicide Squad stuff, so I was completely unfamiliar with the property.
Right.
So that is on me. I didn't hit that one, and I completely missed that one. That was a waste. Now these imps are going away. That's unfortunate. I only have one of those.
What do you need?
Well, it was empowered, so I'm not that surprised that it did that much damage, but jeez.
That order's too tall. Leave it to me.
Adair! Hold up. Can Adair... I don't know where Adair is. Adair's stuck. You're usually really hard to displease with movies, so hopefully the new one is better. What's the most recent movie that you've seen? Tell me about it. Actually, let's make it even spicier. What's the most recent movie you've seen that you didn't like?
What can I do you for?
Okay, these guys are about to explode. They have high slash resistance, but we might still be able to finish them. Nope. That was still 28 damage, so not really a waste, but it could have been better. Now they've got fiery defense, so they are even tankier. Jesus, lightning does seem to be the way to go now.
Need something?
Which is good because we have a lightning mage in the party.
How about this?
Okay, well let's narrow it down further. What was the last thing you watched on Netflix? Actually, I don't even know if you have Netflix. Don't you do watch parties in the Discord, right? I forget.
What say?
What?
Much lightning, much wow.
Like that, do you?
Bo Burnham's Inside Special. Huh. I'm trying to think. What was the last thing I watched on Netflix? Blood and Bone? Or sorry, Shadow and Bone, I think? What is Bo Burnham's Inside Special? That sounds familiar. So I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. Wicked Briar. What did Wicked Briars do in terms of damage? Piercing damage. Hobble. Not really that useful. I think we're better off just buffing people right now.
The alpha predator.
Jeez, that was a lot of damage. Okay, they just lost their fire shields. We should be able to kill them, but it's going to take a bit.
What say?
Wait, which one was inside? Bo Burnham is a comedian, and his last special was made during quarantine. Oh, yes, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, it was. I actually saw a review about it. Apparently, he's just a really earnest and really good comedian who is just known for making quality stuff on his own. So that. Ironically, I don't think the quarantine changed that much about him.
Got it. No good.
17 damage is 17 damage. I'm not going to say no to that.
Yeah.
These things are the worst to fight because they're so tanky.
Yeah.
Takehu could probably use some help.
That order's too tall. Of course.
There you go, Takehu. Have some help.
I reap what I sow.
We're getting really close to killing one of them. I'm gonna smash this one into a wall and go help. Neat.
At your service.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Okay, that was not intended. None of that was intended. Don't do what I just did. That was dumb. God.
Happy to.
These distractions.
Oh! Well, that was a wasted spell. Litany of the Body. He is now very hardy and very hard to kill. He's super theatrical and unique with all the comedy. I think Inside just showed a lot of the mental health struggles that came with being stuck inside for too long. Oh, it's called Inside. Okay. Or are those two separate things? Alright, I got rid of some of their armor, which should make it a little bit easier.
Stay behind me.
Why did I not do that earlier? There's fine. He can take a lot. And if he ever gets a bit low, then he can tank even more. Oh damn, we're out of our cheap lightning spells. We got boiling spray, I guess. Actually save that until we can use it without too much issue.
Happy to oblige.
shoot him, I guess.
Useful as a bump on a pickle.
These things have outlasted pretty much all of our spells.
Yeah? Let's go.
Oh my god, finally. One died.
Hmm?
Yeah, it was. I was really confused. We're good, though. Oh, freaking hell. Where did this imp come from? Go kill it. I don't know what this guy's doing.
Speak your mind.
He's doing some sort of shatter shield
Mother
maneuver.
and God makes no difference.
Run.
What can I do you for?
What can she do me for? How cheap am I?
Mo Ixie on it.
Okay, we've got that ready. More importantly, though, we got this ready.
Mother and Gotti, is that you?
Yep.
God, that no pen is just... We can't get through the armor. That was 37 damage. I'll take that. Any particular shows you've been watching, Combo?
Happy to oblige.
What does that symbol mean?
Sure. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that did well enough damage.
You need something.
I'll take a 27. And I am actually going to risk a heal. There we go. Decay is pretty much out of spells, which really hurts. Because he is our big bursty melee. What? What? Hello. It's a Kegel. How was Rogue Tech Kegel? Why is... Okay, Combo, why is it that you and Kegel always raid at the same time? I don't get it. Every time that I'm raided by Combo, a couple of minutes later, there's always a Kegel raid. And it's so strange because you guys have other people to raid, but it's always at the same exact time. It's so weird. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but it's just blows my mind. All right. Actually, it kind of does sound like I'm complaining. Wow. Kegel, don't raid me. Wow. There you go. Yep, as I figured, more Rogue Tech. I think I was watching a little bit of that. I saw you ended up with the purple mech bug, which is fun. Kegel, have you seen Pillars of Eternity 2? It's turn-based. You might like it. Especially since I know that you seem to have enjoyed Pathfinder quite a bit. You built a roughneck with heavy that has a heavy rack and a rack 10. Heavy rack 5, sorry. Rack 5s, I've never gotten a rack 5 in Rogue Tech, so I'm not sure how good it is compared to a rack 2. But I assume it's pretty good. Bonk. I don't know why I didn't summon these earlier. You would think that the two Bonk brothers would be very helpful.
I will swallow you whole.
Kill that imp.
Huh? Let's go.
Okay, we're just gonna let the two Bonk brothers focus on the ironclad construct, and we're killing this imp. As it tries to kill Takehu.
What?
But Takehu is actually healing faster.
Like that, do you?
There's something I can do.
Still need to play the original Pillars of Eternity. I would recommend it, however, just be aware it is, there's definitely some combat improvements in the second one. Though, considering the second one continues straight on from the first one, you can import saves, yeah, you should totally play Pillars of Eternity 1. Wait, okay, this Roughneck, right?
Let
This
the
Loader
light
King.
guide you to your
Wait,
death.
was it a Roughneck or was it a Loader King?
You have my
Because I think they share the same model, right?
Need something?
Jesus, that's only 65 tons. Yeah, okay, now I remember. The lore behind the Roughneck was that it is a modified Loader King. You have an Urban Lord? Oh. Okay, so in my current playthrough, I somehow managed to find an Urbinite, and at first I was like, oh, sweet, an Urbinite. It's a little Urbi with a ton of stuff just bolted on that you can't actually lose, which sounds really great. Then you actually play it and you realize it's not a good mech. Barely any room for weapons, no slots, almost all of its perks are useless.
Will do.
God, I'm not happy with the Urbinite. I also started with an Urbi Lamb,
What?
which is my first foray into lambs, land air mechs,
Whatever you need.
and I think it's going to be my last foray into lambs. I was hopeful, man. I was really hopeful. Also, I feel like we're not going to be able to finish this quest today. You missed all the interesting quests because we encountered a dragon earlier, Kegel, and it gave us our blessing after we let it out. The queen was like, "Oh no, you've let out the dragon that was powering all of our magic. How could you?" And then I was like, you know, now that you don't have any magic, it's probably not a good idea to say no to me. Which seems like a real dick move, but you know what? It worked. It worked. Adira Customs. A time-worn adage among the practitioners of the arcane arts, arcane art avers, that early wizards compelled imps to service not out of desire for the assistance, but to banish them from underfoot. I doubt if not at all, for one could not conjure a more unruly, noisome, maladroit, or irascible aid. Why, then, do we employ these diminutive meddlers? Imps, dear reader, are to a wizard's sanctum as rats are to a ship. Whether out of malign instinct or pure mischievousness, they infiltrate our laboratories with alarming regularity. Ninagath conjectures in his Sensitivity of Simpletons that imps infest any locus of concentrated mystical influence, and accounts of the creatures lurking among the uninhabited ruins of Angwith seem to corroborate his supposition. Yet a wizard's domicile seems to possess a particular appeal to them, regardless of whether it resides at a nexus of spiritual power or no. Left to their own devices, the winged miscreants accrue loose baubles, hoarding them in filthy dens as often as not to established in our cupboards and privies. Seemingly possessed of an antiquity dealer's discernment, each prefers to pilfer the most valuable paraphernalia and potent artifacts, yet they remain pathetically inept in the use of even the simplest Guga? Oh, we're not going to skin the dragon. No, the dragon's on our side. Besides, it's a lot more useful alive. We are totally not going to use it to just chuck at a giant stone colossus that may have eaten part of our soul. I admit the imp's general incompetence makes them appealing retainers. One of the little cretins may displace a favorable wind of elemental power, but little peril exists of it activating the instrument and immolating your collective volume of arcana. The same cannot be said of apprentices. Yet the beasts present a danger to the unwary, for they possess a low cunning not unlike of Zorups and Orlans. Without a domineering hand to direct them, imps rapidly regress to their base instincts. As a result, their propensity for pack behavior, even transitory leniency with a single imp can imperil a wizard's entire collection. Fun. Also, there's a note here. What's this? The combination to the vault has been divined. Diamond, ruby, ruby, sapphire, emerald. The rest is up to you and your friend. Do not disappoint me. Arkemyr will show you no mercy if you're caught, and you can expect even less from me. A scribbled notation in the margin, written in different handwriting, reads, Employer Consulhat? Calicot. Investigation later. I killed Consulhat in the first game. I don't know who Calicot is, but I imagine he's another wizard. Also, Consulhat was a pain in the ass to kill. He's probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. Although it is funny that you mentioned the skinning the dragon kegel, because in the first game, the way that you upgraded your any weapon to legendary was you had to kill at least one dragon. There were 3 dragons in the game, so you could have up to 3 legendary weapons. The DLC added 2 more. One of the dragons was also incredibly hard to kill because it was an Adger dragon and therefore full grown. And let me tell you, full grown dragons don't fuck around. Holy shit, they're just monsters in every sense of the word. Okay. So we gotta figure out where the missing gems are, I guess. What is this room? This corner of the gallery has a pungent odor. The title placard reads, Koiki Valley. An unusual growth blankets the floor of a cavern. Pinpricks of torchlight illuminate distant tunnels. The title placard reads, Vithrak Courtship Hive. The sentry appears to be asleep. The title placard reads, The challenge of finding good help, or why I invest in constructs. The surface of the water ripples slightly. Every few seconds a bear pokes its head from the trees. Peace in obscurity. A stone tower rising from the forest. On the upper balcony, a young girl dashes inside when she catches sight of you. There's no title placard. The imps dive and soar among the noxious clouds and rocky outcroppings. The placard reads, Paradise for the Depraved. Okay, so we've killed all of the constructs. Wasn't easy, but we did. And now we just need the gems? Or do we have enough gems? We might have enough gems. Oh, there's another... We might have to go upstairs. Oh, I don't want to fight more constructs. I don't want to fight more constructs. They take forever to kill. Okay. So we just need the gem, which I assume is upstairs. So there's at least one imp there.
Happy to. I hear you. I see a soul in the darkness.
Oh god, I really hope it's just the imps. It's probably not.
Yes, Captain.
Huh?
You need something?
Whatever you need. Ha!
Yeah?
Yellow Eye 3. Huh.
What do you need?
Immunity to ground and mind effects.
That must have hurt.
I feel like Yellow Eye 3 is gonna die fast. If it doesn't, it's probably going to be trouble. Any named entity is going to have a lot of spells.
Happy to oblige.
Hmm. Where's Might? Is this the one with Might? No.
Yes, Captain. For Mother Ngati.
Sharky, Sharky. That ought to hurt.
Death is the true atonement.
Take him down.
Fear not the ribbon.
Oh my god, Ezrochi just turned into such an edgelord. I could have either saved her from the souls or had her accept the souls, and she accepted the souls. And she is just a card now.
Sure.
Yeah?
Everyone's favorite goth girlfriend. Translucent crystal. That is probably what we need. Oh, what's this over here? All right, let's go. So, Kegel, how have you been lately? It's been a while since I've checked in on your streams. Or the Discord. I can't be in all Discords at once. I've got too many Discords and probably need to clean out a few. There's a few that I don't ever talk in. How's Alice been doing? Haven't visited her in a while. Doing an interview today. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were out of a job. Or is it just an interview while you're looking for a new job while you have one? Yep. Gotcha. What's the new job
Why
for?
even have fancy dinnerware if you're just gonna keep it locked up?
I will wear this.
Of course.
Oh, this is gonna be a trip.
You see that? The big guy's done for good. Damn it.
Huh. Well, look at that. Gonna have to remember this in an Iron Man playthrough. I'm aware. I'm aware, Kremlin Kev. That's a bad room. That is the first time that I have ever died. Wow. Those traps are rough. Okay, where did we last save? Yeah, I thought we'd hit the a high enough level that those traps probably wouldn't hurt us, but no, I was very dead wrong. Quite literally dead wrong. All right, let's try this again.
I smell magic in the air. Or imp droppings. Or both.
We're gonna just wait and trigger each of these spells individually because we can heal through them. Oh no, maybe we can't.
I'm fine.
Oh wow. Those are causing wounds, I think.
It's nothing.
The reflexes and charms should do the job.
Except they won't.
The reflexes and charms should do the job.
What are you useful for? Holy shit. All right. Lesson learned. However, we will deal with this next time. I'm going to go back, get our mechanics expert, and have him disarm everything. Because, holy crap, that is a bad room. That is a really, really dangerous room. That wizard don't fuck around when he makes traps. Anyway, I think that it's time to send everyone off. I know that a lot of you just got here. However, I usually stop at 10 p.m. It is now 10:02. And yeah, I think it's time. As a bit of a reminder for everyone who is new here, the games that I stream are not random and are chosen by viewers like you. If you've been here for more than 10 minutes, then you have logs. You can spend them on anything that is being voted on currently. I add games to a list. You guys select what order I play them in. That's the big list of games right now. Also, we are currently on Salaman-Bot 2, which means that the bot stays up even after the stream ends, and you can keep voting afterwards. So, yeah, you know, that all works. Salaman-Bot 2 is a massive upgrade from Salaman-Bot 1. You wish you could provide more love. It's just, we tend to stream it about the same time. But Kremlin Kev, Vevictus Simulator is already at the top. It's Blood Omen 2. Why would you put... Anyway. I am going to send everyone towards someone, and I don't know who yet. Let me refresh and make sure that this is actually accurate. Look, you realize that I don't have the lungs for that, and I would say Vevictus once and then put it in a loop. Oh god. How bad would it be? Oh yeah, actually, that reminds me. Recently we changed a couple things about Patreon, with the most notable, well, really the only notable thing being every sound effect tier is now monthly. So you can submit one sound effect tier per month per tier. So if you want to add a bunch of SFX, just throw like, I don't know, $1 or so my way on Patreon. How much to have a 3-hour juggling stream? I don't know how to juggle, so it would be a very short stream, I feel. Tomorrow, and in fact in 2 hours, is my birthday, however. So tomorrow I might actually have a bonus stream where I put together a big old model of a mechanical dragon. And I'm going to be very happy about that. Well, thank you, Kegel. I haven't actually told that many people. I wanted it to be a surprise, but I figure it's 2 hours away. I can tell people now. My dad got me this really cool mechanical dragon that I wanted to put together, and it flaps its wings and stuff, and it's made out of wood, and I just was like, yeah, this is awesome. And so I figured I would put that together on stream and record it and then send it off to my dad afterwards so he could see me actually putting it together. Anyway, I've been talking for ages. I've already sold my soul to Patreon and stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and send everyone away as soon as I tell everyone about all the glorious Patreon supporters who have been supporting me all this time. Again, Kremlin Kev, you're up here. That means you could submit more sound effects if you want. Do you want to submit more sound effects? I want to check something real quick. Does Nukus exist? Some of the sound effects don't work because I forgot to put them in, I think. That's weird. Nukus should definitely work. I probably named it to something else. Let me just check the document. SFX. So damage, boosh, don't, do, fire burning, honk, money, in all caps. Noise, omega honk, scanner, shoot, stop, thunder, turn down. Wow. What the fuck? Wind, wow, yay. Wow, okay. I totally don't have all the sound effects. What the hey? At some point I must have lost a few. So if you want to resubmit that, actually. I don't know if you even still have it. I guess I'd lost a few. I'm really sad about that. Stream assets.
Stop!
Apparently there's a couple in here that I've just... Wait, hold up. Hold up. There's a really important one we need to find out if it works.
Ass!
Yep, that one works. Yeah, I'm still messing with the volumes on them. Because they're not supposed to be that loud. But I can totally mess with that. Anyway, yeah, I've been just like talking. And these are all my Patreon supporters. 10 Ace Games, Zebgrin, Slime Hunter, Walks with Gorillas, Dad, Kremlin Kev, Desalona, Miss Mango Plays, NBFF, Alpha Mango, and Kawoke. If you would like to add sound effects like the ones you are just hearing, except maybe ones that don't make your ears bleed, please, we need more variety. You can throw like $1 my way on Patreon and you get one sound effect per month. Anyway, yeah, it's time. We're sending people off at last. Good night, everyone. Ooh. Yeah, we'll send everyone to Rosegard. And thank you for the raids, both Combo Hugs and Kegel. I appreciate having you guys around. I'm sorry I can't catch more of your streams. Need to keep trying. All right. But